Hey guys, Cameron with Car Audio Now. Today we're going to be installing a pair of JL M7 12-inch subwoofers in a 2013 Nautique G23. A little bit about this subwoofer and why we chose it for this application. It's a 12-inch subwoofer. It's an infinite baffle or a free air subwoofer. It can also be put into an enclosure, but we're actually going to use it in its free air application. It handles about 600 watts. RMS. It's a 4 ohms subwoofer. We're going to power it today with a Wet Sounds Cindy X 2.3 HP. It's a high power, basically a high power 2-channel that'll power this with about 600 watts RMS at 2 ohms per speaker. So it should give us enough power. We also let's talk a little bit more about the boat itself and why we chose this subwoofer for the boat. One of the goals that we have today in the installation is to maintain as much space and storage in the boat, and the boat comes with a pulk, a 10-inch pulk that's built into the hull. The enclosure in the G23 is for the subwoofer from the factory is not actually an enclosure, and we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. It actually extends into the hull of the boat, which makes it a good candidate for an infinite baffle or a free air subwoofer if you want to maintain and use that existing setup. And we're also gonna install an additional one on the right hand on the starboard side as well, and fabricate and cut a couple holes in the fiberglass, and we'll show you that. So the M7 was a good candidate for the application. We're going to save some space. We don't have to make any new subwoofer enclosures, and we're going to still be able to get that quintessential JL subwoofer sound in this boat times 2. You'll also notice on the bottom of the table here we've got a couple of vents. So on the G23, and anybody that's familiar with throwing subwoofers into an enclosed area, the storage area under the port side passenger seat, it really muffles the sound. So what we did is we worked with Peyton over at Denver Waterjet, and he put together a couple of vents for us, including a custom vent for the starboard side, and we actually have two of the other vents for the port side that you can buy off of Planet Nautique or directly through Denver Waterjet. So let's get into it. We'll walk you through our process of uninstalling and installing these new subwoofers, and cut some holes in the fiberglass, and we'll walk you through it. So what you guys see here is the backside of the helm here, right? We pulled off this seat cushion, and now we have access to the backside or inside the actual helm area right here. And if we look at a little bit deeper in here, you can see this section here. If I give you a good angle, we have this whole flat surface. So like I said a little earlier, this is actually a mirror of what's on the port side. So we're going to take and use a Dremel or a router with a circle bit, and we're going to hone out a hole for the new subwoofer on this side. Now, taking a look at the subwoofer vents and where we're installing them on the port side, we've drawn out a template for cutting and drilling to install the vent. Note that the other vent was actually already installed. And on the starboard side, we did the same thing with masking tape to protect the gel coat while we cut and drill. The next step is to cut. Okay, so it's been a couple hours now, and so as you can see, we've removed the old subwoofer. We've honed out that existing hole towards the upper right side, so that we don't dig into the support of the boat. You can see that on the bottom left-hand side. A couple big holes. We've also cut out additional slots for vent and the helm vent, and you can see down in here we've also done the same. We have drilled out a hole to support the new subwoofer on the starboard side as well. The next step here is that we're going to take is to begin wiring these to So you can see on the top right, we actually have a new series of amplifiers that we're going to wire in, and then we'll install the subwoofers, and we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so here is pretty much the finished product here. You have the subwoofers installed, the amplifiers, and the amp rack is installed as well. The center amplifier is actually what's powering the two subwoofers, and then on the right hand side you can see we have the distribution blocks, and we're doing some of the cleanup work. Subwoofer went straight in here. We actually wired straight through the whole from left to right. The whole upper the whole bow area of this boat is connected, so we were able to tie, screw in some wire ties underneath so that they don't droop, and run all the way across the boat to power the second subwoofer in here on the right hand side. And you can see it's installed as well and fits perfectly. The next step for us is to install the new vents here and to fire up for the first time. Here's a few snapshots of the finished product. We were very pleased with how it came out. The two M7s sound absolutely phenomenal. This is one of the largest installs we've done with free air subwoofers. Normally we would actually go with a ported or a sealed enclosure with a W6 or a W7 style subwoofer. But I have to say that in this application, if you're looking to stick with the OEM style sub on a G23 without losing any storage space, these M7 subs are monsters, and they're going to exceed your expectations for sure. And after tuning, we took it out on the water. The sound was incredibly crisp. It was loud. It was smooth. And one of the biggest concerns that I actually had with this install was vibrations throughout the boat. Since you know, the subwoofers are installed onto the hull itself. But I was really surprised that the only vibration issue that we ran into was actually the passenger cubby for where you put your phones and your head unit, and we actually solved it with a few small rubber grommets. And there were literally no other vibration issues. So very pleased with the performance and the sound of these M7 subwoofers. Love the fact that we have all of our space. It looks like it's an OEM installation. It's very clean, so we're really happy with it. I also want to give a quick shout out to Crutchfield. You know, whether it be researching products for your boat or car, expert advice over the phone or chat, tech support, these guys are really great, and we reference and use some of their product research and technical articles all the time. So they're just a great resource if you're looking to do this kind of stuff yourself or to purchase product. Thanks for watching. Be sure to just subscribe and take a look at the full installation that we did on this G23 because it was massive. You can find the link to the full article in the description below. Thanks.